Yo, what is popping, people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do. Before we get started, we got to give a shout out to you, the fan, for taking the time out to watch this video. But while you're here, do us a solid, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please do not forget to turn your post notification bell on so you know when your boy is going live or dropping this heat. You know what I'm talking about. And y'all know we are not starting the video without giving a shout out to our beautiful ladies, the CU aunties, for doing their doggone thing. So if you see the CU aunties and you see them in the chat when we live, or you see them in the comment section, make sure you pay them the ultimate respect and say what's up. But y'all know our boy played on Saturday, and I've been waiting on this video. MattyDubs, his breakdown. I haven't even watched it, but I'm waiting on it. So we gonna get into it together. Y'all ready to go? Yeah. Let's see what Matty thinks, and then we'll go from there. Let's go. MattyDubs breakdown. This. What was that? That was crazy. But anyway, I couldn't even get my doggone intro to pop up. Let's go. MattyDubs breakdown. We finna let him do it. Y'all ready? We finna listen to Matty. Add this to the stage and let's go.
This guy is good enough not only to make the team, but maybe even be the quarterback 2 on the depth chart. Now, I have no idea what they're going to do. I feel like from what we saw yesterday, them not playing him in the final 2-minute drill is unbelievable because they're not going to keep Tyler Huntley. They're not going to keep him. They're not. They're just not. So the fact that they were not playing him in that disrespectful, that is crazy. It does not make sense to me. If they keep Huntley, then sure, whatever it may be. They're not going to, though. I can almost guarantee it.
That's correct. And Tyler Huntley was waived on yesterday. So we still trying to figure out why Tyler Huntley got to run that last 2-minute drive. But let's go, Matty. Run this thing.
But what I wanted to do in this video was I wanted to break down the film. I want to see what went wrong. Did he look good in some areas? Did he not? Now, this is going to be the first completion, right? It's a 6-yard completion to the tight end, Sal Cannella. It looks like essentially a really good throw right to the sideline where only his guy can get it. And if it's incomplete, DB has no chance of intercepting it, right? Ultimately picks up 6 yards. Now, when we go through this play, we're going to see a couple of in routes here over the middle of the field, right? We're going to see like a stick route here. We're going to get like a flat by the running back. Now, I'm assuming that we got 1 and then 2 as our reads. Usually we scan back if we have time. Okay, so as he drops back, they're in a 5-man scat. They're sliding to the left, which is leaving 1-on-1 to the right. We're going to see pretty much instant pressure off 94. So what I assume would be a quick throw here, right? The pressure forces him outside the pocket. So let's consider if there was no pressure here, I think he ends up finding this dig, this late dig. Because if he had time to scan the field, which he would have right there, but didn't, I think he would have found this. I truly think, obviously, we got to create something out of nothing. I think he does a good job. Let's break down the film. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. And that was the entirety of every drive that Shedeur had on Saturday. Pressure, pressure, pressure. And these long developing routes with these receivers that really had no business in the game with Shedeur. Okay, just like I said yesterday, what they said was everybody who hasn't played a preseason game, get in. It's your time to shine. Because if we coming out of halftime, if Dylan Gabriel takes the field, you put the same players on the field that Dylan Gabriel would have left the field with. So why didn't you give Shedeur those same players that Dylan Gabriel left the field with in the third quarter coming out of halftime? Everybody had a break. We getting ready to go into the regular season. Y'all need these reps. They didn't even have Gage Larvadan in the doggone on the field. And that's it. That's been Shedeur's primary receiver. That's the guy he worked out with. That's the guy he put in time with. That's the guy. That's the guy Bull put him together with. Said, hey, y'all two get together, develop some workout. That's going to be your boy doing training camp. But then in the fourth quarter when Tyler Huntley was in, guess who was in the game? Gage Larvadan. But why he couldn't be in the game with Shedeur? He was in the game with Joe Flacco. He was in the game with Dylan Gabriel, but he couldn't be in the game with Shedeur Sanders. But he gets to come back in the game with Tyler Huntley. Come on, dog. Y'all can't think this ain't real. Let's go.
Let me know your thoughts. Do you think he should make the team? Do you think?
And y'all don't forget to go follow MattyDubs. His description, his channel and stuff will be in the description of this video. So go by his channel and give him a subscription. Follow him because he does breakdowns of a lot of teams and a lot of players. And I watch a lot of his stuff. So go follow him and check him out.
I think he should be QB2, QB3, QB1. Let me know. Let's dive in. All right, another play here, nothing open. We're going to get like a corner route, kind of essentially, but it's more straight. It's more like getting up the field and then turning it to the sideline. We're going to get a pretty bad route here by Sal Cannella, pretty much an out, and then we're going to get a swing by the running back, and we can tell once again we got like a 1, 2, a 3. That's where we're looking, right? Those are our reads. We don't really scan back to the right side on this play unless we have time. But once again, look who gets pressure almost right away, flushes him outside the pocket because there's just no time. If we were to step up in that pocket, we're probably getting hit right away. Now, I do think that maybe he leads us to the sideline. You can pick up a few yards here, maybe not much. But when we look at the routes on the field, guys, you tell me what is open. This is not open because as he breaks to the sideline, DB undercuts it perfectly where if you throw it, it could be a pick, right? Look at how perfectly that DB plays that. You don't want to make that throw ever. This is clamped up because you got this guy sitting over in front of it as well. And do you really want to dump this down? I think you can. I think you can dump it down. But ultimately what he is seeing here is, okay, we got a blocker here. We got a blocker here. We got a blocker here. If I can take this up the field, this could be a pretty big gain. Ultimately, he only gets a couple yards. Maybe, actually, I think he loses a yard here. But again, that instant pressure up that A gap off the stunt, or actually off the C gap, flushes him out.
Yeah, that play right there resulted in a sack for Shedeur. That was one of his 5 sacks. Like I said, 2 of those sacks were him just running out of bounds, and nobody touched him.
And I think he was pressured on 13 snaps in this game, which is an unreal stat. This one is just funny to me because we come out with 12 personnel. Usually when you have 12 personnel, you probably have 6 guys blocking at the very least.
Now, this is a play-action play. I want y'all to watch this play. I remember this play vividly. Watch this.
Most times. Now, on this specific rep, we're going to chip and release. So you do have 6 blockers initially to buy you some more time, which means, listen, if you get a second more time, that should be huge. Watch what happens. Right off the play action, instant pressure off the blind side. And
that's as soon as he getting his drop back on his plant foot to throw the ball. You got a defensive end on your hip. Not to mention, if you look up to the top of the screen, you got a guard coming across the middle. There is nothing he can do.
Pressure up the middle as well. I mean, he is getting absolutely harassed, right? He isn't able to go. He's able to read 1, and then by the time he looks at 2, there's pressure. What is he supposed to do? Dumps it down, goes right through the running back's hands. Now, again, this probably would have gained 0 yards. But what are you supposed to do? You guys tell me. For all the Shedeur haters out there, you're probably going to say, get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball. The man has no time. No time. Give credit to the Rams. They did a good job. We have some one-on-one opportunities right here. I guarantee you, if he had time in the pocket here, he might have at least gave his guy a chance right here. I will say, if he opened up scanning to the right side here, probably could have hit this little block and release route. Has no time. No time. No time at all. All right, once again, you guys tell me. You guys tell me. So we're going to chip and release. We're going to chip and release. We're going to have a curl route. We're going to have a curl route. We're going to have a curl route. I mean, you guys tell me what is open on this play. Please be my guest here. What would you throw at this point in time? Because usually once you hit that, once your back foot hits that drop, right? Boom. Ball should be coming out. That's when you have guys starting to get open.
Now, mind you, this also comes with timing and trust of your receivers to be in the place they're supposed to be. Now, right here, maybe he could zip that ball across the middle to that tight end coming across. But it's a linebacker. No, that's a corner. Number 30 right here, on the right behind the 20-yard line. It's a corner right there. So if he tries to fit that through that window and that corner breaks on that throw, there's nothing he can do but throw a pick.
Again, I would not mind at all him taking a dump down here, picking up maybe a few yards, but he wants something. There's nothing open. What are you supposed to do? Again, you could dump it down, pick up 2-3 yards. But again, what would you guys throw here? Gets outside the pocket, tries to make something work. There's no separation anywhere. Actually, I think we get an illegal pass downfield. They say he's... Oh, no. Ineligible downfield pass. Only on E. Williams. I don't know. Maybe an offensive lineman was too far down the field. But, honestly, not a terrible throw. I know it's a little bit overthrown there. A good decision because it's essentially a one-on-one ball down the field. You take those. But, again, nothing there, man. There's nothing there. All right, once again, we get like a little sticker out here. We get a flat over here, and we're just trying to read this DB really quickly. The thing that really throws him off here is the safety bites down quick into the flats, right? So basically, both are being covered up, and because he's being pressured so much, he's like, I'm just going to throw the ball. Now, again, this is what I was saying earlier. Like, yeah, take what the defense gives you, but at the same time, those are not the plays that are going to give you 5 to 10 yards. They're just not. I mean, look at this, right? 1 yard. You get 1.
Right. You get 1 yard, dog. You get nothing out of that. But we'll get back to it. It's just pitiful how that happens.
What the defense gives you. Now, essentially, if we waited a hair longer, we would have been able to hit Canella here. Maybe. Because I'm assuming that this safety would have played the middle. Just would have sat right there either way. It's unbelievable, man. Really quickly, guys, do me a...
And that's the difference in what Dylan had and what Shedeur had. Dylan was getting 2-3 step drops. Shedeur was getting 5 and 7 step drop plays. You had plays that needed time to develop. And the offensive line simply wasn't given that. And what are you supposed to do when you're getting brushed on each corner? Everybody keeps saying, step up in the pocket, step up in the... Yeah, but if you step up in the pocket, guess who they're waiting on? It's like 2 guards sitting there talking about, yeah, come to dinner. And we going to eat you for lunch. Y'all hit the subscribe button, man.
Favor, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is completely free. Doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering the Browns.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go to MattyDubs channel. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Tell him Snacks sent you. Or do whatever you want to do in his comment section. But let him know. We appreciate everything he did making this video and the other videos that he's made during the preseason about Shedeur. And I'm gonna wait on Dylan Gable's breakdown. He should break that down sometime today, and we'll get that one out too.
Shedeur Sanders throughout the entirety of the season. Hopefully he gets some playing time this year, and I think he will, dude. I don't see Dylan Gabriel being the better quarterback. I'm going to go through that film from this game. I'm going to see what really happened. I did see that Gabriel had like 2 pressures or something like that in his snaps, and Shedeur had like 13. Now, those numbers might not be specific, right? But I think it's close to that, which is still unbelievably insane for the amount of snaps Shedeur Sanders played. All right, now let's break down this play. We're going to get a shallow cross over the middle of the field. We're going to get some pre-snap motion into a late dig route over the middle. We're going to get kind of like a crosser. We're going to get a stop or a curl route over here and a swing by the running back. So that's our route concept on this play. Once again, as we snap this ball, we're going to notice something pretty quickly here. There is, again, instant pressure coming off that weak side, that blind side, which forces Shedeur.
Now, this is the play that a lot of y'all have seen on Twitter and places like that, where they are saying he could throw it to Sal Cannella crossing the middle right here. He has the space. No, he don't. You see, look back about 3 yards and tell me what you see. you see a big linebacker sitting right there saying, I dare you to throw it. I want you to throw it. Because if you throw it, either I'm going to clean Cannella's clock or I'm going to pick this ball off. One of the two. So he didn't throw it.
Or Sanders outside the pocket. Now, at this point in time, this is wide open, right? This guy bites down on the shallow cross. This is open. We are getting the ball. And you can tell Shedeur Sanders is ready to throw this ball. It's open. Finally, we have something open. If we had a hair longer in the pocket, if they weren't getting instant pressure off the edge here, like instant pressure, we're not even able to go through our drop before pressure's there. Right? Now, ultimately, goes to throw the ball. Guess it's a fumble recovered by Cleveland. It just sucks, man. It sucks. And you can blame this on Shedeur all you want. You can. You want to. In my opinion, personally, the offensive line was terrible. All this, I would say 75% of this has to go on the offensive line. I mean, the left tackle gets demoralized. Right tackle is getting bullied. Right? Centers, dude, everything was just ugly. Route runners, the wide receivers, no.
Yeah, it was just bad. And that was every possession that he had except for running plays. And they keep telling you all he got to do is throw the ball. Where you going to throw it? It's the question. Where is he going to throw it? He has nowhere to go with the ball. Yes, small windows, nobody cares about that. But there was no windows. None. Not even a peek hole of a window to throw the ball to.
Nobody was getting open. Besides this play, this is a great play. You read it perfectly. Trying to throw it, it sucks. I feel bad, honestly. But again, you got to go through adversity. You're going to have these games, man. You are. Okay, look at this play right here. So we come out on 12 personnel. We're bootlegging out to the right. We're going to fake a handoff in this direction. You're going to see everyone comes in this way, right in that direction, because they're trying to sell the run. Now,
Oh, yeah. This is that play action. As soon as he turns back around, this defensive end is just sitting there talking about, hello, what we do? This is what he had to run out of. And this was every time he drops back, dog. How do you draw up these play concepts and the man has no time to get rid of the ball? Horrible.
I don't understand play at all, because essentially when you do this, you leave a free rusher off the edge. And usually what teams will do is they'll have a tight end on this side that comes back and picks up that man side off the play action bootleg, right, to buy more time for your quarterback. This play does not make sense, and I'm going to show you why. Okay? What is he supposed to do? He's got a guy in his face as he turns around. Are you telling me that he's supposed to throw the ball right when he turns around? There's no time to read anything. And again, what I said, normally a tight end will be over here, and off that play action, they'll come back and pick this up. Get a corner, get like a quick out. Now, this corner out actually ends up being open. If we had a tight end, right, let's say 82 was over here and blocked him, look at what's going to happen here. Okay, look at this play. Wide open, wide open, wide open. If we had a lick of time in the pocket, man, essentially gets outside, he's rolling out to this side. This is a very tough throw at this point. And ends up trying to scramble. Doesn't really pick up anything. I think he loses 2 yards there. Again,
and that's one of those other sacks where he runs out of bounds. That's a sack. Closest person to the ball gets a sack. Now, that ball he could have thrown away, should have thrown away. And that was one of the mistakes that he made. But it's not that big of a mistake, but it's still a sack and it's still a loss of yards. So he should have thrown that ball away. But other than that, dog, the dude just didn't have no time to throw the ball. And I want to see, because I think most of this Rams front line is all second team players. They're not third team guys. And Shedeur is playing with fourth and 15 players. Those are not third and fourth string defensive ends. Those are second string defensive ends.
The play calling was set up for failure, at least on this play. What is this? I feel like he's being set up. Now, I will admit when I see some faults, I see something that maybe could have done better, right? Right here, you see the off coverage at the top of the screen. We're going to get an in route over the middle. I think we're getting levels concept here off that right side. And once again, the offensive line is terrible. They're going to be in a five-man scat. The center, is not really doing anything. He does help out late. But ultimately, as we drop back right here, the ball's got to be out right here. Ball's got to be out because the off coverage, look at this. Throw the ball. This has to be there. And right there. You know your offensive line is not good enough. Throw the ball. You need to anticipate. We need to.
Yeah, but the problem is, watch how this guy breaks this route off. Watch this cut. This cut is horrible. The route running is bad. Everything about this setup is horrible. You don't trust these guys because you've seen them running routes. He don't know when he's supposed. He know when he's supposed to break this route off, but he can't throw it to him because he don't know how hard he's gonna cut on this route. Now watch this cut. It's not a cut. It's a slight bend.
To be able to get this ball out quickly. I think this is one of the only times that I would put it on him. Right, that ball's got to be out. You're looking at it. Why are we not throwing this ball? That's the only thing that's open too, by the way. Only thing.
And you see everybody making that cut at the exact same time. All four receivers making that cut at the exact same time. Now, he could have dumped that down to the running back. But first choice is to that receiver on the far right. That's a good throw. But watch the receiver.
Right, and as we drop back, he hesitates. Doesn't throw the ball. So I would blame this one on him. I would put this one fully on him.
Yeah, that's all Shedeur's fault. He should have thrown that ball and let the chips fall where they may. But he's saying if this dude doesn't break on this ball like he's supposed to, it's a pick six. And we don't want to do that.
Him. But again, this tackle gets demoralized every single time. This tackle is getting just beat. Forced to roll outside the pocket. Now this is a bad play here. I mean, we got to either get rid of this thing, but he ends up, taking a 24-yard sack. I mean, there's nothing outside that initial dig. But man, the offensive line is just bad, man. It's so bad. It's so bad, man. All right, another completion to Sal Canelo on the stick route. We're going to get a one-on-one. I mean, dude, every single snap, the left tackle is getting demoralized. Every snap. But either way, hits him 6 yards, not much, but it's something. Quick throw, get the ball out early. They're in super off coverage. Take what they give you, fires it in there.
Yeah,
7 yards.
But where were those play calls the entire time? That's all Dylan Gabriel got. Them quick routes like that. But then he had better receivers that could run the routes, better tight ends, and things of that nature. So
take it, right? All right, my favorite play of them all. My favorite play. Look at this one. So they rush 4, right? You're blocking 6 initially because you got a chip and release off the running back. Thank God, because this guy gets beat quick, right? And did they have defensive linemen playing offensive tackle? I mean, who is this guy? Did they get him in the equipment room? Because I swear, I promise you, this left tackle, look him up for me. Is he a real player? AI generated at this point. As we drop back here, you know, there's not much open, but because of that instant pressure, Shedeur does a great job stepping up and avoiding that first initial pressure. Gets over, again, escapes the sack, turns around, avoids another guy, and then is able to turn around quickly, wide open. Oh my God, we have someone wide open for the first time in the football game, right? Yeah, it was a little behind him. Hit him in the hands. Hit him in the hands. This is a catchable football. I know it's behind him. I get it. Not a perfect throw. It's not a great throw. Gotta catch it.
You gotta catch that.
Great job getting into the space, the open space. I mean, this could be a touchdown. What are we doing here? Catch the football, man. Catch the football. Okay, we did have a deep safety, so probably wouldn't have been a touchdown. But
it's 30 yards.
I don't know if these tackles are. I think they might have put equipment man. I don't know what was going on, but there was so much terrible play. Maybe the Rams just have some of the best third string and fourth string edge rushers in football right now, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. I think the disrespect is going way too far. I mean, I would love to see any quarterback in the league, I don't care who you are, work with that offensive line. And in that game, those pressure situations, I want to see how they would do.
Yeah, that was bad. That was real bad. Appreciate you, Matty. Shout out to MattyDubs. Y'all make sure y'all go by his channel and say what's up. You know, appreciate him doing that breakdown. And we'll do another breakdown from MattyDubs after he does the Dylan Gabriel tape. And then we'll do it the next day after he drops it, because we got to let him have his time on his channel first before we go leeching and mooching off of him and his hard work. So go by there over to MattyDubs channel and say what's up. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell him appreciate it. Let him know Snack sent you over. But yeah, it was just a bad day for Shedeur. And not only that, it's that he didn't get his number one receiver. But Dylan Gabriel got his number one receiver. Joe Flacco got Shedeur's number one receiver, which is Gage Larvadain, which is the guy that he's been working out with the entire preseason, working out with him at his father's home before the preseason started in Cleveland. And thanks to Boog for hooking Gage Larvadain and Shedeur. Boog told us at the beginning, after Shedeur got drafted, that he introduced Gage and Shedeur, and they've been working out together ever since. So Shedeur would have, and Gage would have someone that they could trust each other during this camp, so they both would be able to succeed. And if Shedeur couldn't find nobody else, he knew he could count on Gage. And that's been the process. But Gage Larvadain played with Joe Flacco. Gage Larvadain played with Dylan Gabriel. Didn't play with Shedeur, and turned around when Tyler Huntley came in the game and played with Tyler Huntley. And people keep telling me that I'm wrong, that all these people are wrong. There's no way. Yes, and some of those linemen, that played with Shedeur, they got released, but they also, all of those linemen that played with Shedeur wasn't in the game with Tyler Huntley. They took a few of them out and replaced them with some of the twos that was already playing. So, y'all, it is what it is. Give me y'all thoughts. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to leave your comments down in the comment section and turn your post notification bell on so you'll know when we going live or dropping this heat, man. I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. We dropping some more heat today. It's on like popcorn. We out. Peace.